Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, basically what's fucking happened here is this D-Live stream is fucked. The replay of it is fucked. There is fuck all I can do. Basically, I can stream it with the audio and the video intact, but when you download it, it just downloads the first 44 seconds, whereas with other D-Live streams through VLC, it's been perfectly fine. Audio, video has been fine. I managed to download a copy that had the audio working, but not the fucking visual. Also, visual, but not audio. At this point, I've just said, fuck it. We're streaming it off my laptop. If you don't like it, get fucked. I'll put a link in the comments, maybe, to the actual direct D-Live link to download it. If somebody else wants to fuck around with it, they can, but enough people have complained about the D-Live replay being muted, and they wanted to see Andy on Redbar, that I'm doing the best I can, guys. So we're going to hit play here. I'm going to fuck off for 52 minutes. If the laptop or phone dies, you're all fucked. Let's hope for the best. I think everything's in fucking frame. If it's not, well, we're fucked. Try three. Again. Alright, we're good. I heard my own beautiful, fat, fucking Canadian voice. Alright, folks, so we're in for a very interesting show here today. For the past, I don't know how long since this has happened, but for the past however long since this has happened, people have been asking PPP, please cover Andy Warski on Redbar. And from the footage I had seen prior to this, I go, it's kind of not that funny, it's not that big of a deal. But I saw the highlights, I saw a supercut today, I go, yeah, this is pretty fucking funny. So guys, I hope you appreciate this. For those of you who know Warski, he's fucked. If this is your introduction to Warski, I don't know what to tell you, but this is what happens. So, Andy Warski, who's a notorious racist, white supremacist, misogynist, just an overall piece of garbage human being. He's mentally ill, he's fucked up. But he's not even really like a hateful type guy. He just engages in the hate so that he can make money and build an audience and shit like that. Because he's a grifter and he's a piece of human garbage, right? Those of us who know Andy are familiar with this formula. He doesn't actually have a political ideology. He just has a money ideology, really, which is that if it bleeds, it leads. If it makes money, good. That's Andy's philosophy on life. Now, this Redbar guy, who I'd never heard of before, never seen, is Andy's childhood hero. He really is Andy's childhood hero. Andy styles his look after this guy. He puts his style of comedy after this guy. And he actually got to go on his Heroes podcast. And what we're going to see here is that first, the host really likes Andy. Because if you've ever had somebody who thinks that you're their hero, which I've had, you want to be nice to that guy. You don't just want to shit all over them, even if other people are. I'm sure Crowd has had a similar experience. Those of you who have other channels or artistic endeavors have had a similar experience, where if somebody likes you and thinks that you're their hero, you don't just want to shit all over them. So he's nice to him at first, and then he discovers aim. And that's where the real hilarity ensues on this stream. So I want to show you guys something here. Now this, once again, on this program, our technical abilities are very limited. I'm going to be filming my laptop screen with my phone. For those of you who expect high production values, for those of you who expect an OBS wizard or an audio engineer out of me, you won't be getting that. But what you will be getting, hopefully, is some degree of entertainment, some degree of laughter as we go through this program together. So I'm just going to pull it up now, and then we should be good to go. Is PPP sweating from just talking? Well, the reason I'm sweating so badly, we're here in the office where there's no air conditioning. It's like 30 fucking degrees outside, Celsius. You know, it fucking heats up in here like a motherfucker. It's hotter than Africa, unironically. And so we're going to rock and roll. Here we go. Warski on Redbar. So here we go. We're going to watch this program.
messages today saying Andy Warski is copying everything. He copies your stuff. You've heard this, right?
Yeah.
So what's going on? What's going on? You have a show?
Yeah, I have a show. It's on D-Live.
That's where we're going to go when we're thrown off of everything. I don't even
I really like that he says that. He's like, yeah, you're on the platform of last resort, Andy. You've been thrown off everything. You're a bum. You're a fucking loser. You're on the platform I'd go to last. I really enjoy. So this is the part where he's being nice to Andy, but even still, he takes like every opportunity to kind of shit on him.
I like this guy. I don't care if he copies me word for word. You see how this happened? And you don't care either. We like him already.
He messaged me a couple of weeks ago on Twitter and was like, I heard you guys talking about people copying. I'll stop copying, I swear. And I was like, don't worry, dude. We weren't even talking about you. And then he was like, okay, cool. I'll start copying.
I'm telling you, I don't care what comes out of his nincompoop's mouth. With his man, and by the way, I don't hate man buns. I'd wear one if you weren't such assholes. And you see, he's nice to me. He doesn't have a mean bone in his body.
That's it.
I've never seen a show. Anyone that's mean to him is the mean one. That's all I'm
Can
saying.
you imagine? But he doesn't know anything about Warski, right? He's just talked to him for a few minutes. Warski's kind of sucked his penis or whatever, right? So he's like, this guy doesn't have a mean bone in his body. This man does have mean bones in his body. You know, this man's an asshole. You know, he fucking kicked Kraut when he was down with JF, tried to shit all over him, make money off Kraut. He tried to make money off other guys, shit on other guys. I mean, his whole career is basically shitting on other people and trying to ruin their lives. And he does that on the kill stream every single night. But anyway, let's continue.
But let's see. Jules, people in the chat are not having it. They're mad.
About you trying to murder someone in Florida.
A few years ago, I was in Florida.
Just imagine, okay? I have to answer about, like, showing my asshole to people, okay? But just imagine having to answer about trying to kill people in Miami. Imagine anytime you try and go onto any outlet or you trying to go on any interview show and you're an e-celebrity. Just imagine having to answer for trying to shoot somebody in the head in Miami for money. And also, notice, people in the chat have noticed, a few years ago, this was last year, boys. This was last year. He's already lying from Jump Street.
And I almost got someone shot on a live stream.
Wow.
Literally, we were being followed.
So this guy is trying to, like, defend Andy because he doesn't want to be rude. He doesn't want to be a douchebag. Like, when you look at Andy, he's trying his best to look like this guy. This guy is his hero, right? He's trying his best to, like, you know, this guy's trying his best not to be a dick to a fan, you know? But as he actually sees the footage, the defense of Andy goes away quick.
I was drunk as fuck. I was out of my head at that time. They were following us, and I told my friend, I said, aim.
Wait a minute. Hold on, I gotta stop.
My friend got arrested.
Wait a minute. Shut up.
Shut up, Andy.
Listen to a guy on this Skype. I can care less what he says. I gotta say this. Are you on cloud 9 that I've already said this is all okay? I mean, this must be a huge...
So, like, this guy does have an ego to him. He's like, are you on cloud 9 just because I said you're cool? You know, what a dick to kind of say that, you know, like, I've graced you with my presence. Andy, aren't you glad that I've said it's okay for you to rip me off? You know, what a douche, but anyway.
Off your shoulders. Beyond.
I'm going to talk about my show tonight.
This guy is just... Why can't people... And Warski, I don't know you. I hope you're not making a fool of me here. I'll say this. Why can't people know? I instantly know this isn't a problem. This guy's harmless.
Yeah. This guy's harmless. Yeah, he only fosters, like, white supremacist sentiment, and, you know, it was on, like, a racial realist podcast with JF for years. You know, he only almost got people killed, you know, but he's harmless. You know, he's just scammed people out of thousands of dollars. He's harmless. He just doesn't know. Now, to be perfectly fair to Redbar, if you don't know anything about Andy and you just talk to him, because he does sound so retarded and so unassuming that you'd go, yeah, this guy's kind of harmless. But once you realize, like, the mental insanity, once he realizes the insanity of Andy, the defense stops real quick.
Liz.
People are already spoiling the good parts,
What has he done?
No, we're just talking in regards
They're
to
all against this. They're all saying I'm wrong. Mike, he's a reptile.
Mike, I'm telling you right now, there is a group of people who I know for a fact watch your show who hate me, and they're gonna say anything about me. They hate me because, I don't know, they're just a group of people who fucking hate me.
He has no idea why people would hate him. He has no fucking clue. There's a group of people, but watch, he'll correct them. He'll go, no, actually, like, this is just my audience.
I'm fine with them hating me. They can suck my balls. I have
This is funny.
I'm doing very well. I'm very happy.
I couldn't be bothered with this guy. This guy couldn't bother me if he had a gun to my head. Do you understand?
What does he have to say?
You won't. You're nothing as far, I mean, you don't move my temperature. You could sit here and literally do an 8-hour show about me and how awful I am, and it wouldn't move. I mean, I just have a thing for people. I don't find you to be a threat in any way, shape, or form.
So here's the question from chat, and I want to hear from the chat. What do you think is happening right now? Do you think that Redbar is actually oblivious to Andy's bullshit and his scams, and he's being genuine when he gives him this praise? Or is it to build Andy up and make Andy think that this guy likes him so that when the fall happens, it crushes Andy more? I'm going to have a quick look at chat. What do you guys think? Press 1 if you think that he's actually ignorant of Andy. Press 2 if you think this is a deliberate strategy to destroy Andy's ego. I'm getting a 2 already. Already we have 313 viewers. Incredible turnout so far for this show. I really want to thank anybody who's promoted the show, Crowd in specific. Bless Crowd, fuck you, Ralph. Lots of 2s. Lots of 2s there. Overwhelming amount of 2s. Some people have put 1. Some people aren't sure. I myself am not sure if he's actually ignorant of Andy or if he's like building up his ego towards the fall. But it gets pretty interesting here, boys. Let's have a look. Let's go back here and we'll continue watching. Let me just full screen this out.
Everyone's going nuts. What's going on? What am I missing out on?
Let him tell his story.
I know, I'm just saying the chat's going insane. No one's agreeing with me here. I got no one on my side.
These people have a bone to pick with
They got a bone to pick with this guy.
Believe me, I have a group of people who watch.
It's not a group. It's not a group. It's a Redbar of people.
Trust me, these guys didn't come.
This is a whole...
They point out just the reality to him. Hey, this is our actual audience. These are our people. Like, this isn't some outside trolling group that's come to fuck with you, Andy. These are our people warning us that we're hosting, like, this white supremacist bigot who, like, tried to shoot people, who's, like, a coked-up fucking lunatic, and that you shouldn't have anything to do with him. They're just pointing out the basic reality to him. You know, the basic reality to Andy.
1,500 group of people. When I'm around the house, my hair is like this. Okay? Hold on. When I'm around the house,
look at how far he goes to pander to Andy.
How long it is. Give me a hair tie. And I take her hair tie, and in a panic, I go... And now, ladies and gentlemen, the man bun.
Amazing.
I'm not afraid to have this bun. It keeps the hair out of my eyes, and no one can bully me out of it. I look cool. I'm going to start wearing I am Andy Warski now. I don't even care.
Mike was absolutely sure there was no problem with Andy Warski. But the second he discovered the infamous main incident, everything began to change.
Yeah, everything starts to change.
I will judge what's going on in this video, okay? Let's get this stuff together. Here we are.
Go, walk, bro.
Okay, which one is Andy? See, I'm already having a
I
problem.
have to bed down.
So,
man.
I want you guys, before we go any further, I want you to think about like who your childhood hero is. For me, it might be somebody like a Harlan Ellison or a C.S. Lewis or like a Roald Dahl. Like, you know, a certain author that you've read or like an actor you really admire, a director. Just imagine, right, that you get to speak to your childhood hero and he's being nice to you. And then he discovers something about your past and just imagine your childhood hero. You're talking to him and then he just starts to shit all over you. I just want you to put yourself in Andy's position because watch what's about to happen.
Bandana, the purple hair.
Which one is Andy? The white shirt? What's with Andy? Somebody tell me, for God's sake.
Sven.
Here, how would
Love it. Yep.
Does anyone not have an accent on this fucking show? Sorry.
No, I'm not the white shirt. That's the guy.
Who are you? Who are you?
I'm
Back
filming,
here?
I'm
How do
filming.
you know Canadian
Oh, wait.
kids shows, Sven?
You're filming.
This is getting too confusing.
Alright, this is supposedly the biggest bust in the century, and you're filming. You're not even in the video.
That is a pretty obscure
I am
reference.
eventually.
Okay.
I film an almost murder, so.
Alright, let's hold our judgment. Let's see what happens. And action.
Go, walk, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Keep walking. Fucking piece of shit. Fucking knock you out, bro.
So, there's Andy, and I see three guys on the streets of what looks like Tampa, Florida, and they're going, get the fuck out of here, bro. And this is a typical Saturday night if you're a guy. You're always yelling
So watch,
at a
he's
guy.
still defending Andy. Like, he's still like, you know, like, this guy's all right. This is just normal.
Right. Alright, so let's see what happens.
Go.
Andy, we
He's
don't
giving
wanna
him
hear
the
from you
full
during this.
benefit of the doubt.
I'm sorry. Piece of shit. Me.
So Zach and Nico and a bunch of guys are out on the street here. But right now, this just seems like a video of me trying to go out to dinner. Yelling, fuck up! Get the fuck up! That's me. Right, Charles? That's how I act on a Saturday night. I'm yelling at everybody.
That is true.
So this is no different than me walking down a road.
Exactly. It's a light fight, but then Andy pulls a gun on somebody.
Wait a minute. Wait, Sven, what? Sven, what?
Andy ends up, or one of his friends ends up pulling a gun on a guy.
Oh, that's different than the stuff I do then. That's different. Wait,
I think it's like
Andy.
half an hour long, isn't it? Oh no.
No, he had the clip.
Wait, Andy, you're gonna end up pulling a gun in this video?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
tell my buddy to pull a gun and aim at the guy, and
And
I
for no
see.
reason. And then they get around.
Well, the last.
It's kind of crazy.
I'll tell you this, Andy.
Like, the female co-host goes, that's kind of crazy. That makes me laugh. Like, she's already like, this guy's fucked, you know? But he's still trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, you know? It's just...
Apps that we're all having are slowly turning into, I see. He's lying, they're saying. Okay. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
he is lying. Andy's full of shit.
stay back. Go aim.
Aim? Oh my god.
Stay back. Go, Alex.
Oh my god.
Wait a minute, you told a guy with a gun to aim?
Yes.
No longer funny. No longer comedy. Wait, a guy pulled out a gun. You're in a public street and a guy takes...
See, that's the thing, is Andy laughs, but he goes like, this isn't funny. It's no longer funny. This isn't a joke. This isn't a bit. Now, hold on. I'm just going to let him speak for himself. But the reality is, it's not funny to pull a gun and to threaten to kill people. I laugh at it because it's just the total destruction and the schadenfreude of it, of seeing this man fall from grace and fall so low. That's why it's funny. But honestly, it's really not a laughing matter because people could have died. People could have died so that Andy could make some money off super chats. And the most disgusting part of this video, I won't spoil it for you, but it's coming. It's coming, and it has to do with that. So let's hear Andy's childhood hero continue.
Takes out a gun, you go, aim.
That's why I was canceled, dude, for a year.
Okay.
Canceled.
Oh, it's so funny. Yeah, it's like the time that I killed these kids. This is nuts. This guy is nuts.
Just crushes him. Just imagine if your childhood hero went, this guy's nuts. Tia, this guy's nuts. He's fucking crazy. In front of thousands of people, if not tens or hundreds of thousands of people, just lets everybody know, you're fucking nuts. Your childhood hero just shits all over you, just fucking destroys you. Watch what fucking happens here, boys. This is karmic justice.
You can't now, so I got a guy doing Redbar, and he's a gunman guy.
No, I swear I learned my lesson. It was for
This is insane.
How do you...
It was a bit.
Aim.
So first he goes, I learned lesson. And then he goes, it's a bit. Which is it, Andy? Did you fuck up and you learned your lesson? Or was this a self-aware, ironic bit? He's just grasping at straws right now, flailing to try and defend himself and his behavior, but it's indefensible. It's absolutely indefensible. You know?
What? You wanted him to blow someone's head off? No wonder everyone hates this guy. I'm taking this is... No, I'm not in solidarity with this anymore.
No
This
shit.
would be like if Jeffrey Dahmer tricked me into putting a drill bit.
Took his man.
This would be like if Jeffrey Dahmer tricked me into getting him on the air. Imagine being compared to Jeffrey Dahmer by your fucking childhood hero. Imagine. Oh, fuck. That is fucking rich. That is jokes as fuck, ladies and gentlemen. Jokes as fuck. But it gets better. Oh, it gets better. Oh, no, Dame, no. Oh, shit.
No more. Sorry, this would be like if John Wayne Gacy got me to paint something with him.
John Wayne
This is just
Gacy.
nuts. All right, we're going to watch the rest of your video here. This isn't looking good. I didn't know you wanted to hurt someone.
I told you off the top of the show I almost killed someone on the live.
Yeah, that sounds... To me, that doesn't sound like something serious.
Yeah, like, when you say, oh, I almost got somebody killed, I mean, that can mean a lot of things, right? He didn't say, yeah, I told a man to pull out a gun and shoot other people. That's not what he said. He said, I almost got someone killed. The guy was dishonest from the start. I mean, if he was honest, he'd go, yeah, I'm a mentally ill, white supremacist drug addict that is known for being hateful online and trying to destroy people's careers. I instructed my minion, my cultist, to pull a gun on other motherfuckers and blow their heads off. I mean, that would be the honest introduction if you're Andy Warski, but...
This is crazy. Aim.
I was fucked up. I'm telling you, I was.
Yeah, but I'm fucked up right now, and I'm not sentencing people to death here.
The defense, he goes... The defense is, well, I was fucked up, bro. And he goes, well, I'm fucked up right now. I'm not trying to tell people to kill motherfucker. No, come on. I'm drinking right now. I'm not telling people in the chat to kill people, you fucking dummy.
No, Mike, I went a little bit too far, but...
But Sven gets fucked up all the time. He doesn't start with all the death. So what's going on? Well,
What's going on?
This taught me how to fucking... This taught me how to fucking calm myself
Maybe you should
down.
be online.
This taught him how to calm himself down. Like, honestly, like, the learning experience would have been, hey, Andy, just leave the internet forever. That would have been if he actually learned, but he didn't. He didn't.
Are you online? Maybe you should take a few months to go to an asylum or
This
something.
guy
I took a year and a half. I'm
not even gonna lie, I legit just fucking snored, like, just sprayed Strongbow cider out of my mouth. Like, that was funny. I wish I caught it on camera, but I laughed so hard it fucking sprayed out. Oh, man.
Watch the rest of his video. I can't be yelled at by all these people in the chat. That's going to make me side with the gunman. I'll side with him. I'll start shooting and aiming.
It wasn't a year and a half. It hasn't even been a year and a half since this happened. It's been like a year and 3 months. Like, holy shit.
By the way, I do regret everything that this happened, but I'm happy that it made me learn my fucking lesson, stopping a retard, you know what I mean?
No regrets, bro.
Oh, man, imagine Andy saying he stopped being a retard. seeing spots and shit. No, it might be the end for PPP. I can't do this shit. Oh, man.
Let's watch the rest of the video. I want to see some gunfire. I'm telling you, you guys need to level up from your internet sewage. If you even know who...
This is so based. I have to bring it back like 10 seconds. He's about to give like the most base take I've ever heard in my life. And he's totally right. And all of us here should feel ashamed. Listen to him. All of us here should feel ashamed for even knowing who Warski is. Listen.
Learn my fucking lesson. Stop being a retard, you know what I mean?
No regrets, bro. Let's watch the rest of the video. I want to see some gunfire. I'm telling you, you guys need to level up from your internet sewage. If you even know who Andy Warski is, you're living with the sewers. Sven, I'm sorry, but you shouldn't know who he is. You're better than this.
You're better than this. Imagine, like, you go on this show, he's nice to you, then he realizes who you really are, and he goes, nobody should know who this guy is. Sven, you brought this guy to me, you shouldn't know who he is. You're better than this. And he's right. Nobody should know who Andy Warski is. He is fucking filth. He is disgusting. He is trash. He's not even worth covering other than to make fun of him and expose what a degenerate loser, drug addict, fucking degenerate grifter and fucking white supremacist, hate-filled, mongering motherfucker that he is. He's just a piece of shit, folks. He's just a bastard. Just a bastard.
Listen, I pay attention to all
I know. The internet. I'd like to take a gun to this internet to tell you the truth.
I'll say aim if you want.
I love Redbar and Killstream. Stop with this Killstream. It's shit.
Oh, we gotta bring it back. Folks. Did you hear that? Just like the most base take on the kill stream ever.
And with the sewers. Sven, I'm sorry, but you shouldn't know who he is. You're better than this.
Listen, I pay attention to all
I know. The internet. I'd like to take a gun to this internet to tell you the truth.
I'll say aim if you want.
I love Redbar and Killstream. Stop with this Killstream. It's shit.
It's shit. We all know it's motherfucking shit. It fucking sucks, the kill stream. It's garbage. And this guy, right? This guy, he knows it's just a pile of fucking shit. And it's so based, he just calls it for what it is. Fucking trash. Tabloid fucking... It's lower than tabloids. It's lower than yellow journalism. It's just outright fabrications and lies every single night, and it is shit. And this is what a normal person's perspective is. A normal person in the entertainment industry or in general just goes, these people are trash. Nobody should know who they are, and one of the sad side effects of the internet is that we know who people like Ethan, Ralph, and Andy Warski are, whereas in a different age, they would have died in obscurity less than a mile from their homes. But unfortunately, today, with the internet, they have the power to beam their retardation to fucking a bunch of gullible idiots who believe it, and it's fucking sad. But the ultimate reality of it is normal people, when they look at shit like Andy and when they look at shit like Ralph, the only reasonable conclusion is it's shit. And it's insane and it's psychotic. And that's why I love this clip so much, but it gets worse. It gets worse, ladies and gentlemen. It gets worse. Just fucking imagine it getting worse. How could it get worse? It does. It does.
Guys, I'm so sorry about all this, man.
He apologizes to the audience for even having him on.
Bring you some fun highlights from the week. I don't know what this is.
I'm sorry. I feel like a dick.
You should.
Stay back.
So this is all in Clearwater, shithole, Florida.
Stay back. Stay back.
Stay back, he says.
Stay back. Stay back.
Wait, is that a gun? He's holding a gun to the guy's head?
Andy laughs, you know? Holding a gun to somebody's head. Andy goes, that's so funny. No, it's actually not, Andy. It's pretty fucking serious, you degenerate weirdo. You sick fuck, Andy. You fucking coke-headed bitch. fuck you. Go back to Brampton, you know. Andy worked at Tim's for one day and he got fired. And Andy was also working as a fucking Uber driver, but he couldn't handle it. He's went back to the internet. He'll never be able to work a real job because he's just a bum. He got fired from Tim's in one day. Imagine working at Tim's to begin with. The lowest job in Canada is at Tim's. Even the McDonald's workers look down and spit upon Tim Hortons workers straight the fuck up. If you're Canadian, you know what I mean. But, oh, man.
Hey, I need silence from you right now. I need exact silence from you.
He goes, I need silence. Andy, be quiet. Your childhood hero is talking. He needs silence. Silence, Andy, you plebeian. Silence.
Get back! Get back! Get back! Get the foot back! Get the foot back! Can I take my headphones off? Get the foot back!
Like he's asking permission. He's asking permission to take his headphones off. Imagine showing anyone that much deference. Please, sir. Please, sir, might I take my headphones off, sir? Please, sir. Please. And he says, no, you're gonna listen. And Andy obeys his fucking childhood hero. Okay, we're covering a serious topic here, boys.
No. Aim! No! Stay the fuck back! Stay back!
Hold on. This isn't funny. Are you doing like a Sam Tripoli impression? What is this about? This doesn't even sound serious.
Dude, I was fucked.
Fucked on what?
What a good question, you know? What are you fucked up on to make this behavior excusable? You know, like, I've been drunk, I've showed my asshole on street, but, like, come on, like, what were you fucked up on, bro? Like, a Coke's not gonna make you do this, like, LSD and mushrooms probably aren't gonna make you do this. Like, what are you on bath salts, bro? Were you smoking crack? Were you smoking meth? Like, what were you on, bro? Like, what were you on? Like, I have some experience with drugs, bro. What were you on? Seriously, bro? What the fuck? And he's gonna blame it on drugs and watches his childhood hero refuses to let these excuses take hold.
Stuff.
What were you on?
Drinking and maybe a little bit of drugs.
What kind of drugs?
I would rather not say.
Yeah, okay. Every other time in his life, Andy can't wait to tell you what drugs he's on, but now he's embarrassed, yeah? His hero is just like, look at this. He's like, what the fuck?
What could they have been? Me and Sven have been on all the drugs. We've never said aim.
I know, but look, I was already fucked in my head. I was already spiraling out of control.
Yeah, you were fucked in the head. I'm glad you admit that you're fucked in the head, you degenerate, coke-headed fucking mongoloid. I'm glad you fucking admitted you're fucked in the head because you are fucked in the head and you still are.
That situation happened, and it was like half being insane and being fucked up.
Okay.
And half,
It was half being insane and half being fucked
this is
up.
going to be awesome on camera.
Yeah.
Whoa! You know, he goes, it was half being insane and being fucked up on drugs. That was half of it. The other half was, oh wow, it's so cool, I pulled a gun on camera. I think it was 100% being fucked up in the head and fucked up on drugs. Because if you have the mentality that pulling a gun on somebody on camera is cool, you're far gone. You're so far gone that you actually need professional help. You need help that I can't give you. I can't fix you, Andy. I can't fix you, bud. Nobody can. You need professional help. You need Dr. Phil, bro. You need Jesus. You know, that's what he needs. He needs Jesus.
There are two people, human beings, hugging themselves out of fear. They're going, it's going to be okay. Let's end this together.
I know, dude.
You
regret this.
Oh, you regret it.
Oh, good, Andy. We're glad.
Everything. I regret this.
Yeah.
Heading to Florida even. Like, I'm glad I'm back and I'm doing a show that's chill in my house and that's it.
I want to see the rest of this video because, before we saw this video, I had no idea you were an aimist. Now I think, horribly
All right, hold up, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for PPP to take a piss. If you've never been on this program and I've had to take a piss before, you're in for a real fucking treat. You're in for a real treat, folks. You ever been on this program when I have to take a piss? You think I get up from the camera? You think I get up from the camera? No. No, I just start taking a piss. This is how a real live streamer does it. This is how it's done. I don't even care. Those of you who leave are plebeians. And you don't even deserve to watch a program like this. You deserve fucking nothing. Absolutely nothing. Now, there are people who are going to say, oh, but PPP, you aren't going to wash your hands? You're a piece of shit. Well, did I touch my cock? See, that's the reality. That's the reality, guys. It's the reality of how this show is done. That's how a real live streamer does it. We probably lost half the viewers, but it's no real loss, It's no real loss, ladies and gentlemen. All right, back to the fucking show.
So I can't even imagine what
might
happened.
turn it all around. Who knows?
Well, yeah, maybe the end of the video goes, it's a bit, no one should ever lose their life. And this is a public service announcement. That would clear things up. But you know what? If this gets any worse, I'm going to be really repulsed here.
It's not going to get any worse.
Well, let's see. He said aim. To me, aim is the same thing as saying string them up, noose them up. All right, let's see what happens.
That's so jokes.
We will defend ourselves. We will defend ourselves. Stay the fuck back. Stay the fuck back. Stay the fuck back. We will defend ourselves. We will defend ourselves. Do you hear us?
Andy asks, did we just not watch this? Oh, man. No, Andy, we are going to watch this. We are going to watch it. And we're going to shit all over you. You fucking loser. You fucking bum. You joke. Oh, man. That's fucking funny. That's fucking jokes, boys. All right. Let's get back to it. And it just gets worse and worse. Here we go.
We will defend ourselves. We will defend ourselves. Go to fucking jail. We will defend ourselves. You're on camera. You're on camera.
Andy, please stop it. Stop talking and stop with the moaning.
Watch this video.
Stop talking and stop with the moaning, Andy. You gotta remember the context, right? This isn't me telling him that. This isn't Kraut telling him that. This isn't Steven Crowder. This isn't fucking whoever. This is his childhood hero. This is his God telling him, you be quiet. You quit your bitching. You quit your moaning.
No, I haven't even seen
I want to say something. I've never seen people be held at gunpoint, but the guy screaming is such a retard that they go, you know what? It doesn't matter. We'll be fine. The guy screaming with a gun is so stupid and retarded that we'll just casually walk back with no fear. I mean...
Oh, no! Oh, no. Oh, man, that's fucking good. That's fucking rich. Imagine, they just have zero fear of the gun. Zero fear, they just start walking forward because he's so retarded. Oh, man.
And if someone was owning a gun at me, yelling this at me, I'd go, guys, whatever I did to you, I am profusely sorry. Andy, this isn't funny. When you laugh with me, you make me not want to do it anymore. These guys are like, wait a minute, he's so retarded, I don't even care if we die. You know?
Oh, no.
I've never seen anything like it. I gotta watch the end of the clip.
This is amazing.
Please try not to laugh over it. When you laugh, you bury everything with the sound. Here's what I'm seeing now. Now it's starting to make sense. You're nuts.
Yeah.
And
I never said I wasn't nuts, though. Did I ever say that?
I know, but this is like, there's nuts and then there's I'm, dangerous.
Oh,
It's dangerous. It's dangerous. What if the guy did,
now we're coming up on perhaps I think the most damning part of the stream, but the guy's like, yeah, like, this is dangerous. This isn't just funny. This isn't just normal retardation. This is dangerous. This is fucked up. This is wrong, Andy. And he's going to take him to task. But I want you to listen to the next minute very closely. Because this is perhaps the most disturbing thing I've ever said Warski say. Listen to this.
aim. What if he did aim?
The guy did aim. That guy got arrested.
Yeah, but what if he shot?
Yeah. I get more super chats, more money.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? Let's bring it back.
It's dangerous. It's dangerous. What if the guy did aim? What if he did aim?
The guy did aim. That guy got arrested.
Yeah, but what if he shot?
Yeah. I get more super chats, more money.
Yeah.
One more time. I just want everybody to just be clear that they've heard what I heard.
There's nuts, and then there's dangerous. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. What if the guy did aim? What if he did aim?
The guy did aim. That guy got arrested.
Yeah, but what if he shot?
Yeah. I get more super chats, more money.
Yeah.
That's fucked. That's sick. That's his mindset even now. That's what his mindset is even now. If those men got shot and those men died and Alex went to prison for the rest of his life, at least I would have got more super chats. At least I would have got more money. That's his mentality. And that's what's dangerous about the fucking grifters and these pieces of fucking shit. That is a human piece of fucking shit. He learned absolutely nothing from this experience. If they had died, I would have made more money. That's all that matters to him. He doesn't give a fuck about human lives. He doesn't give a fuck at all about anybody going to jail, anybody dying. All he cares about is lining his own pockets. And this was a year and a half later, and he didn't know. He was so retarded that he thought that that was a good answer, and that would win him praise with his hero. What filth. Like, that is honestly one of the most disgusting fucking comments. Look, I'm no pussy, I'm no bitch, I say a lot of shit that's really politically incorrect and fucked up. But that shit is really fucked. That is legitimately saying that he doesn't give a fuck who lives or dies as long as he gets paid. Well, you know what, man? Why don't you suck my fucking cock, you fucking retarded mongoloid, you retarded cokehead, you degenerate, you filth. I honestly, if I could, I would put a bullet in that motherfucker's head. Because he doesn't care. He has zero regard for anybody else's well-being or livelihood, only his own. And that's gross. Sick. And it's not me playing a character for a camera to say that that's sick. Everybody listening knows that that's sick and that's fucked up. Straight up.
Do you understand people don't do this as a fuck up? Aim.
I do know. That's why I stopped.
Our friendship is over. And do not copy me anymore. All right? This is a comedy show, and this is why I call you internety. Because you go beyond, we're doing a joke show here. We want to rip on people and make fun of them. We're not into aim, and hurt.
I admitted it, but I told you straight up.
Okay.
What a sick man.
It's sick.
Now I'm going to copy you even more, though. Mike gave me permission.
Guys.
Here's the clip. I'm going to show an earlier clip of this.
What a sicko.
So,
If we've learned...
Let's bring that back, folks. Let's bring that back about 10 seconds. Did you hear what he said?
So, Mike gave me permission.
Guys.
Here's the clip. I'm going to show an earlier clip of the show.
If we've learned anything here...
So he's going to show earlier clips of the show of Mike endorsing him and thinking he's cool and doing the man bun thing to give himself the endorsement for Mike from Redbar. But after Mike realized what a sick man he was, he disavowed. But he's going to associate himself with Mike and ruin Mike's name. And that's what he's saying he's going to do. What a fucking piece of shit. That's how you treat your childhood hero? Yeah, I'm going to associate my toxic, fucked up brand with that man. Real cool, buddy. Real cool. Yeah. I hate this guy. I'm not going to lie. He's just a piece of shit.
We've learned a lot of lessons on a lot of guys today. We've had a full thing with Jesse. We had a full thing with Andy. Lots of plot arches.
So, there's Andy. Andy's gone. Listen, my main thing has been with these shows, and we're grouped into them. We don't do this stuff. We live a normal life. We come on, we do a funny show. We're not involved in this creep shit. And a lot of people have been talking about this, especially with our Reddit thing that happened. You got listeners that come on, I don't want to be involved in this kind of stuff. I come out, I want to be involved, let's make fun of some comedians. This is too deep. And I agree. This isn't our world here. We're not into this shit. So, all of that.
No, it's the guy's world, but you know whose world? This is my fucking wheelhouse. People go, oh, PPP, you went too far. You said wild things. You know what? Yeah, I said some wild stuff on this show, but I haven't actually pulled a gun on anybody in my life. That's the reality. Andy is actually a dangerous man. He's a dangerous man. He is a sick man, It's not a joke. The guy shouldn't be allowed to do these YouTube shows, these live streams. He doesn't deserve a platform anywhere. Why? Because he is legitimately dangerous. This is why people should be banned, because when they are legitimately dangerous, when they are constituting a real threat to other people's livelihoods, to other people's lives, because they decide that they're going to take it a step further than anybody should ever take it. Okay? I don't care what anybody's words are. I care what people's actions are. And what this man's actions show me is that he has zero regard for anybody's personal well-being or safety. And that's why somebody like that doesn't deserve a platform. I don't think somebody like Jared Taylor, for instance, deserves to be deplatformed, even though he says things that might be repugnant to others, because I don't think he's legitimately dangerous. But I think that that man is legitimately dangerous, and you've seen it. You've seen it. Anyway, we'll close this out here shortly, but it's just sickening.
If they're doing that, keep my name out of your mouth.
And in other news, Cognitive decided to celebrate the 4th of July.
That's it. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is Andy Warski's encounter with his hero. There's more of that. If you want to see the full project, you can. But I don't think it's necessary for us to watch all of that. I think we got the gist of it. The live viewership for this show has been incredible. I really thank anybody who's watched this program all the way through. We have 550 live viewers. I'm very appreciative to the chat. I'm appreciative for the lemon total as well, even though I don't really believe in receiving lemons or monetization or whatever. It's nice that people have felt so inclined as to say, oh, I want to support the program and I want to gift lemons or whatever. That's fine. I don't really believe in that. I can't turn it off. There's nothing I can do. But even still, nobody went crazy. Nobody sent fucking stupid amounts or anything like that. So that's a good thing. Ultimately, Ethan Ralph can get fucked. We're drawing on this show half of what he normally draws. We're probably drawing more viewers for this show right now than the actual organic viewership of his program. The actual organic viewership of the kill stream is probably sub 500. Let's be real, folks. Everything else is view bots and shit like this. The fact that we've drawn 550 viewers through word of mouth, through endorsements from bigger channels. It's again, big shout out to Kraut for helping us out here tonight. We really appreciate him and the work that he's done. I think in my mind, I know a lot of people really hate him. A lot of people who think like I do hate him. I think he's made some really funny videos, guys. He doesn't take things too fucking seriously anymore, and I think he's a good guy. That's what I think. Honestly, I don't really think he's a piece of shit. A lot of people fucking hate on him, whatever. The days of the doxings are long gone, folks. Like, let's get real. But people will never let it go. People will fucking fight it to the bitter end. It is what it is. Fuck them. But yeah. Good show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll be back in 1 hour's time. We'll be back in 1 hour's time for This Week in Kakadu, where we cover the news from the week in Canada. We didn't get to the show last week, so we're going to be covering the last 2 weeks of news in about an hour's time at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Appreciate anybody who's tuned into this broadcast. I hope that you've had an entertaining time. I hope that you've had fun. Have a good one, boys. Peace out. Well, I think that's it. Did we get through the whole 52-minute program? Everything went well? Wasn't fucked? Yeah? Okay. So I'm thinking what might happen around 5 o'clock. The UFC is starting on Fight Island. It's the flyweight title tonight. What we might do over on D-Live is a fight companion where me and Surfer are going to watch and gamble on the fights live. Maybe have a few drinks. I don't know if that's something people might have interest in. I know a lot of you don't watch any type of sports, but I'll provide you. Well, you don't have to have pay-per-view. I'm going to provide you an illegal stream link to the fights. Several of them. And, of course, the audio you'll be able to hear in the background. And not only that, but it's not even a pay-per-view. It's a free fight. Will Godwinson be appearing as well? He will not be appearing. Press 1 if that's something you have interest in. Press 2 if you'd prefer that we not do that fucking show. Yeah, if you have Fight Pass, you'll be fine. I have Fight Pass. Mostly ones. Just don't mute the audio and do that. It's not up to me, Meadowcock. Like, again, you keep coming at me with these bizarre criticisms, like, what's wrong with white supremacy? Like, dude, if you can't figure it out, if you can't figure out what the show is about, and you just are fucking retarded, why are you disparaging white supremacy? Like, if you can't figure it out, I don't know what to tell you. You're bitching and moaning about the quality of the streams, that they're muted, this and that. Like, just get fucked. Is my opinion of that shit there. Meadowcock, I don't know what to say to you there. I'm trying my best, pal. Again, it's not my fault. They're fucking muted. No, I get that you're a fan, but it's not my fault that the D-Live streams are fucking muted. Okay, go be a video game snake and cry that I call you out in the chat. That's fine. But anyway, why the restream? The restream was done because the D-Live replay was muted and nobody could fucking find it. So that's, you know, people were pissed. And oh, he's changed. You used to be my hero. You used to be... Oh, it used to be about the music, man. Oh, fuck. Oh, you used to be my hero. Alright, we'll see you guys in a... You used to be my hero. You've changed. It was about the music, man.